Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark, they're all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Devin stood at the edge of the cliff, his breath rising in the cold, grey morning air. Below him, the waters of the Bay of Seals crashed against the rocks, their roar muffled by the howling wind. His eyes, sharp as ever, scanned the horizon, where the wall loomed like a frozen spine stretching endlessly. To the south lay the lands they had raided, Brandon's Gift, a place meant to support the men of the Night's Watch, but now ripe for plunder. The raid had been a success. They had struck swiftly, as Morna had foreseen, hitting the small villages and towns south of the wall when the Night's Watch was stretched thin. Farmers, craftsmen, the weak and unprepared, it had been easy prey. Devin had led the charge, his spear cutting through flesh as easily as it had through the cold air. The flames of their torches had painted the night red, the smell of burning wood and flesh lingering even now in his memory. But it wasn't the spoils that weighed on him. It was something more, something that gnawed at his heart like a beast hungry for more than blood and gold. He looked out at the vastness of the north and thought of Morna. She had grown in power since their early days together, and her following had swelled beyond anything he could have imagined. What had started as a small band in the Misted Vale had become an unstoppable force. More and more chiefs bent the knee to her, swayed by her visions, by her connection to the old gods, and by the strength of her will. He remembered the daughters of Gerrick Kingsblood, fierce yet young, now loyal followers of Morna. Their father, once a proud and defiant chief, had perished in battle against Morna's host. His death had not broken them, but instead led them to submit to the woman their father had once opposed. It was a testament to Morna's growing legend, a legend that now extended to even more powerful figures, including the chiefs of Seal Bay and Hardhome. The chief of Seal Bay, a seasoned and grim warrior, had long resisted bending the knee. His people were as harsh as the seas they lived by, but now he stood among Morna's sworn, his loyalty hard-won but unshakable. Then there was the chief of Hardhome, a woman of fierce spirit and sharp cunning, whose leadership had made her one of the most formidable figures in the north. She, too, had seen the vision that Morna offered, a future of unity for the free folk, and had joined the cause. But it wasn't only chiefs that rallied behind Morna. Devin's thoughts drifted to the fierce warriors from the frozen shore. Shark-Eater and Ice Owl, they had earned their strange names through both reputation and lineage, as was common in their lands. Shark-Eater, a hulking figure with cold, calculating eyes, was known for his brutal raids along the coast, where he and his crew hunted the great sharks that prowled the icy waters. Ice Owl, lithe and swift, was as deadly as her namesake, known for striking silently in the dead of night, her face as pale as the snow she stalked. Both warriors spoke the old tongue, their loyalty to Morna born not only out of fear or respect, but out of belief in her cause. Recently, whispers had spread through Morna's camp that the two had become more than comrades in arms. They had become an item, their bond forged in the icy wastelands of the frozen shore, where survival demanded strength, cunning, and at times love. Their relationship, fierce and passionate, had become something of legend among Morna's followers, further binding them to the cause. As Devin reflected on these fierce warriors and the growing ranks of Morna's followers, a deeper truth settled within him. Morna's strength wasn't just in her visions or in her power to sway chiefs. It was in her ability to inspire the kind of loyalty that made warriors like Shark-Eater and Ice Owl fight with even greater ferocity. It was the same loyalty that bound him to her, not just as a warrior, but as a man who loved her. He clenched his fist around the shaft of his spear, the rough wood a familiar comfort. For all the blood he had spilled, for all the victories they had won, it was Morna who held him. She was the force that drove him, the one thing he could not escape, even if he had wanted to. It wasn't just loyalty. Though he would have died for her 1,000 times over, it wasn't just admiration, though he had seen her do things no other leader could. It was love. The kind of love that bound him tighter than any chains, that made him fear nothing but the thought of losing her. She had his heart, as surely as she had the heart of the free folk who now knelt at her feet. But his devotion was different, deeper, rawer. It wasn't just about the vision of a united North or the old gods' whispers, it was about her. He thought of the night after their victory over Gendel Oldhorn. He had stood by her side, the firelight casting shadows over her sharp features. She had looked at him with those mismatched eyes, one green, one blue, and he had felt something shift inside him. He had sworn himself to her cause long before that, but in that moment he had realised he was bound to her in a way he could not explain, in a way he could never escape. The wind picked up, whipping his hair into his face, but he didn't move. His mind was still on Morna, on her growing power, on the future she promised. The North would be united under her, of that he had no doubt. But what of him? What place did a man like Devon have in the new world she was building? Would he remain at her side, her protector, her sword? Or would he one day be cast aside as so many others had been, their usefulness spent? He shoved the thought away. Morna needed him, just as he needed her, and as long as there were enemies to fight, threats to her vision, he would be there, spear in hand, ready to defend what they had built together. He had fought too long and too hard to turn back now. With a deep breath, he turned from the cliff and headed back towards the camp, where Morna's followers gathered around their fires, their faces a mix of hope and fear. He would fight for her, as he always had, and together they would shape the future of the North, and perhaps in that future there would be a place for him too. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we return to our Queen of Winter playthrough. Thank you everyone who has watched the series so far, getting some great viewings, which I really appreciate it, and you guys seem to be enjoying it, which is also awesome. Thank you so much for the interactions as well with your ideas for names and sigils for some of these houses, which we will go over at the beginning of this episode before we do get into the episode. If you remember from the last episode, we are currently trying to just increase our prestige ever so slightly so that we can then become a queen in name. We're pretty much a queen in everything but name already, but yeah, we can finally finish that piece. So in the Chieftain of Stagsdale, we have House Pikehead, who now have this very nice sigil here. Thank you, Amir, for that one. In Knuckle Ridge, we have House Boarshaper with the boar's head on a spear. Thanks, Matt, for that one. Old Weir, we have these two young deer with the arrows. In Bentbrush, we have House Crowbane with the mammoth on a blue background. House Oldhorn in Delwater is just an old horn, a bit like the Horn of Winter. Who else do we have? Restburn, we have House Snowborough with a snow bear and a normal bear, both opposite on different fields. I think there's still many houses that do still need new sigils. We've got House Song Warrior with the nice loot there, and then the axe. Hollow Marshes, we still need a new sigil. Over in Huddler's Grove, we still need one. We still need one for Hardhome, for House Crabeater. We still need one for House Stainrock. And I'm pretty sure this one as well, House Manwatcher, although I do quite like that one, to be honest. I don't know if I'd change that one. Maybe the name. But yeah, so we've still got plenty to go around. We've still got the people in our court as well who are yet to have names. I will unpause so we can start trying to gain as much prestige as possible. I don't think there's much else we can do other than the wars. Too few spouses, but we're not going to wed. We are going to try and father a child though, so we do have an heir. I don't think there's anything new in the way of decisions other than that found new kingdom once we get the chance to do that. I don't think there's anything else. What have we got here? They were not there before, so that's interesting, whether that's from an update of the mod. Our romance. Lord Devon, let me prove my devotion to you in any way you deem fit. Devon ponders the request for a while before his face lights up. I have been plagued by nightmares lately. If you are truly devoted to me, you will stand guard outside my... Okay, well that's a bit the wrong way around, isn't it? But, okay, you will sleep undisturbed, and we managed to stay awake. Interesting. That bit strange, but friend released. Nice. And friend imprisoned. Oh, it's the same one who's just been imprisoned and unimprisoned. We've got a ridiculous amount of friends, haven't we? 8, which is insane. Hopefully we'll have our first lover soon. Whether we'll have any more lovers, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how things go with that. We are still 1 over on our demence limit. Romance intruder. Every time I close my eyes, I see Devon's face. Sleep will not come. I cannot wait another moment. Cloaked in shadows, I make my way to the garden outside his living quarters. The sight of Devon's chamber's window make my heart stutter. So close yet so far. But wait, who is that climbing up the tower? The shady figure stops by Devon's window and unlatches the shutters. We will try and save him. Let's see how that goes. Should go well. Yeah, it has gone well. It's just the usual stuff, so we won't go ahead and read it, and it probably won't make much sense to be on the wall either. Devin is standing over an unmoving body with bloody dagger in his hand, so he's killed them, whoever it was. I will never let you get in harm's way again. Becomes your soulmate, gain 10% opinion of you, or one sweet kiss. I share a kiss. End your scheme to romance him. We get courtship. No, we'll go for... Yeah, why not? Let's go full on out and romance him. Eternal love after you rescued Devin. Our longhouses have finished building as well, which is nice. I stopped trying to romance him, right? So we can now start a new scheme. I don't really know what we can do for a scheme, or what would be the next best course of action. I don't... Can we try and get the Fens on side? We do have that bit of a relationship with you, I suppose. Try and sway you, befriend you. We could try and befriend you. Why not? Let's try and befriend the Fens. They are to the north. We can't get to them for quite a while within our expansion either. We do need to give away one of these other lordships to one of our courtiers who we've got. Who's this guy? Varamir Skullarm. When did you appear? He's a giant, which is very interesting. Can we recruit you to our court, please? Yeah, we wouldn't have to pay a lot either, which is awesome. Let's try and arrange a marriage for you. Not to ourselves, but we will sort inheritable traits to go along with that giant. We've literally got nobody. Maybe, oh, is that because you're not technically in our court yet properly? Now let's try and like find a spouse. Sort by inheritable. Yeah, that's better. We've got many options. Ourself being the top one, but we're not going to go for ourselves. He has the giant trait, but does he have... No, he doesn't. So if we can try and get the robust trait mixed in with that, but she's a little bit older. Is there a younger match for him with that trait? Maybe. You've got Maris with the hail trait, 17. She might be the best option, actually. We'll go with her. Send proposal. But let's have a look at some of our other courtiers. Who have we got? Bloodfang, Holly, Carthy, Gendel. Our courtier who is loyal. So he might not be the worst one to land, I suppose. Isow and Sharky are too old to have children, so we won't land them. And I want them in our court as well, to be honest. I'm going to look at... I don't know why I always go to that page to look when it's so much easier to look at our courtiers here. Who's impressive? Devin, of course. Sharky, Harmer, Isow. Harmer's decent. I might go for Varamir Skullarm actually, because he just sounds like an absolute beast. Let's wait for his bride to arrive, and then we'll land him. In what have we got? We've got the lands up here, haven't we? High Chiefdom of the Shivering Thatch. We've got Copperhead as well. We've got quite a few, actually. To the Impeccable High Chiefess, I accept your marriage proposal. Perfect. Where else have we got that we can land? We've got quite a few, haven't we? Song Warriors here. We've got someone there. So, yeah, it's these two lands here. Copperhead and Shivering Thatch. We'll give him Copperhead, I think. So, let's go back to our courtiers and let's land him over there. Where have you gone? He's going to be... high on the marshal. There he is. Varamir Skullarm. Grant titles. Bronzebrook. Grave Wash. We'll give you Bronzebrook. Chieftain of Bronze. We've got several areas, haven't we? We've got Grave Wash that we also need to give away at some point. Out of wedlock, I have agonized over it, and the signs are clear. I am with child. My soulmate Devin is without a doubt the father. Without the bonds of marriage, what will people say of my child? I will let everyone know who the father is. Devin must know, but no one else. I cannot tell anyone. I must have a wise woman prepare a brew. No, we're not going to go for that. You gain the trait pregnant and fornicator. The world learns of the child's true lineage. Your unborn child will be known to have conceived outside of the wedlock. That's fine. Your sinful acts come at a cost. Oh dear. Does it really matter to the old gods? Beyond all doubt, the child of mind bearing may be illegitimate, but it will grow up knowing who its father is, no matter what Devin himself might want. We're trying to be, like, more civilized, aren't we? We want to go more of the Dawn rate, so why does it matter if he's a bastard? Hopefully we have a... Then again, doesn't matter if it's a daughter, does it, for what we're trying to build beyond the wall. Invalidated. Stagdol clash against Chieftain of Knuckle Ridge. The Stagdol clash against Chieftain of Knuckle Ridge has ended. Chieftain Craster no longer controls this county. Interested. Inheritance. Ancient plaque. You inherited ancient plaque. Okay. From Chieftain Devon of Stagdol. So has he died? Oh, he's took the lands. Oh, so House Pikehead didn't last very long. Didn't have any children or anything. So House Pikehead is now extinct, which is really annoying because that was cool sigil. Now he has 2 counties, so he's become a pretty powerful, vassal. We've got 2 unstationed. Let's we'll put you over here. Why not in Hag's Peak? Notable guest has arrived. Who have we got here? Raymond Eaglebone. It's actually not bad, to be fair. Weird sigil. What's our prestige looking like now? How much more prestige do we need to... freedom and friendliness. Interpreting my recent friendliness as a sign, Magnus Steer has come to me with a concern for one of my prisoners. It would please me greatly if you were to release my acquaintance Morna from her house arrest. A cheap way of winning Steer's good graces. Yeah, easy peasy. Lemon squeezer, right. What do we need? Become illustrious. And to become illustrious... I don't think we were that far off, was we? No, we're like ridiculously close, yeah. Just got to wait for that prestige to kick in so that we can get there. Increased military presence in the chiefdom of Tusk Point. Awesome. Who are you at war with? Currently defending against Chieftain Gavin of Oldweir and the Oldweir clash against Chieftain of Restburn. Can we get this war to end, please? Stop vassal war. We can't. Oh no, we can do it. There we go. We need to all be united as one. Provisional catastrophe. The morning of Koros of twittering birds accompany me down to the cellar. The light of dawn giving way to the gloomy darkness, lit only by spluttering lamps. I yawn and stretch as I go, my feet padding across the floorboards. Once my eyes adjust to the lack of light, a culinary tragedy is unveiled by them. Apple cores, scattered crumbs, bones, flenshed clean of their meat. In shock, I look around the entire room, but everywhere my eyes land, they find yet more evidence. Suddenly, in the corner, a soft, contented burp. You greet the captain of our household guard. You will pay that back and more if you have. We're getting stressed because we're generous, but it's annoying. If you enjoy the cellar, you'll love the dungeon. My treat, I guess. We gain stress that way as well, but she gains a good opinion of us, so we're going to have to go with that. I suppose we are open-handed. Rather annoying. And we're above our domain limit again because we've now gained another holding. Greetings, my serene liege. I have the utmost respect for your wishes, but the die is already cast. I will see this war through to the end. How dare you defy... Oh, we've lost prestige, which is rather frustrating, to say the least. I don't want to lose another one of our cool vassals. Rather annoying. Can we increase our realm authority yet? No, I've not got enough prestige for it. That's fine. We could always host a feast, which would give us more prestige. We've got plenty of gold to do so as well. So let's do it. Let's plan a feast. Yep, just a normal feast, not a murder feast. The locations you can pick from are displayed on the map. No, we'll do it in the Misted Vale, of course. Recreation, murder, seduce, befriend. No, we'll just go with... or do we try and befriend someone? No, we'll just go with recreation. Honorary guest. Ooh, who do we go with for our honorary guest? Can we invite the Magna of Fen to be our honorary guest? No, so Chieftain Gavin is the best option here. Another Chieftain Gavin. But let's not have an honorary guest. Let's just have a normal feast. Exotic delicacies. Let's go. Oh wow, 53 gold. Yeah, why not? We can afford it. And yeah, we'll go for as many people as possible. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some veal cutlets already. We have a lovely time ahead of us, and we gain prestige from that straight away. Hopefully we can crown ourselves after this feast. That would be pretty sick. Yeah, he has actually took that land. That's really annoying. Let's... The tribe of Hagen. Okay, is he now at war with somebody else? Freaking hell, do they ever stop? Yeah, so he's now been unlanded, which is rather annoying because I quite liked him. Can we stop this war? Who is it with? Old Halls. Stop vassal war. Stop your war. Faction targeting you disbanded. The following faction has targeted you. Loyalist fact. Ah, yeah, okay. Crown loyalists. That's fine. See if we can stop this war. This war has come at too great a cost for me to abandon it now. However, a small contribution towards restoring my treasury might convince me otherwise. Compensation is only fair. Yeah, compensation is only fair. Let's try and stop these wars. We want to bring everybody together if we can. Hopefully that will put that to rest now. New Crown Loyalist faction. A cheery gathering. The guests are gathered in the Great Hall. Lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and the spirits are high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends. Hopefully get a nice bit of prestige. Gained level of fame. Nice. Your glory is widely known. Chieftain Craster praises the fresh quail. Nice. I did everything I could, ensuring that Kylig and Tormund would be as far away from each other as possible. It was not enough, and now they've come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawl and looks to me for some order to intervene. Throw Tormund out to call off. Restrain Kylig until things calm down. Halt! We will talk about this later, and we gain some prestige. Nice. Which is what we need. We are now illustrious, which is perfect. We'll wait till after the feast to crown ourselves. Gormbloodfang naively promised a favour to you. Nice. As a plate after plate of food is brought to the Great Hall, an unmistakable smell reaches me, and I smile. That my pretentious courtier Tormund is sensitive to almond is something I sadly forgot to tell the cook. I bid you all welcome and pray you will find the food to your liking, especially you, Tormund. Enjoy. Bad reaction to food. His face, as I save him from the food, is definitely to my liking. Awesome. And we get some prestige, which is all we want really from this. Can I now go onto this land and see who the claimants are? Yeah, Snowborough. Perfect. Can we... Oh, we can't invite you to court, which is rather... Pay for your travel expenses. Will not come. Okay. You are pinned, so you are important. We'll return you to our land at some point. I do want to get ourselves some wards as well once this feast is over. My lady, the wine, we cracked open the next barrel. It has gone bad. It has all gone bad. The feast is still raging, but without drink, the mood is sure to dwindle at a cruel pace. The wine merchant should be still in town. Gains 10% of... Oh, every guest likes us more. Yeah, we'll go for that. We've got plenty of gold. Basically paying gold for prestige here anyway. Wallen Nightrunner praises the baked truffles. Nice. Oh, interesting face then. Wow. Servants were carrying out impressively adorned entrements. A number of proud peacocks, skinned, cooked, and stuffed, then redressed in the magnificent plumages. However, as Bodger brought his knife close to one of them, the fowl came to with a shriek. This one wasn't cooked at all. It pecked at Bodger's nose. How the hell would that happen? Before bursting forth among the screaming and laughing guests. The peacock's escape ended soon enough as Dalla rose from her seat and with cold efficiency grabbed it by its neck. With a twist of hands, a loud snap made the entire hall fall silent. The silence was broken by Bodger's moan of pain as he clutched his bleeding nose. Okay, raucous entertainment at least. Who is he at war with now? This guy is constantly at war. Defending against Chieftain Bale of Delwater and Delwater border raid. Okay, it's only a raid, so hopefully no one gets unlanded from that. A bird's end. After days and nights of joyous company, my feast is soon going to be over. Most Every guest seems to be pleased, except perhaps Bodger, who is still clutching his nose where the peacock marked him. It also seems no one wished to sit close to Dalla after her brutal disposal of the bird. We should do this more often. We lose a bit of stress. Literally 11 stress, that's it. Who are we being raided by? Raid of Gravewash. A celebration end. Few candles survive after the last of the guests have left. I can hear a pair of servants letting out sighs of relief after the doors close. The food is still warm on the ceramic plates. Soon word will reach every corner of the realm, and every noble worth their salt will know that my magnificence is unparalleled. With everyone headed home with bellies full of exotic delicacies, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. Nevertheless, I am still grateful that the endeavour is over for now. And nice, so everyone gains 25% opinion of us. Non-courtly attending vassals 15%, 225 prestige. Progress towards the eager reveler trait, nice. Gain 15 legitimacy and lose a load of stress, very nice. Finish feast. We should now, if I'm correct, be able to found our new kingdom, I'm pretty sure. We're missing the gold, we just need the gold now, that's fine. The gold will come pretty quickly. We could always go raiding, I suppose, to get that gold even quicker. Ah, so we're being raided by you up here, are we? Okay. Okay, I see how it is. Let's raise all our raiders and get some revenge, I suppose. And we'll hopefully get the gold with it. Got a shit ton of raiders now. Over 8,000 men. That's probably because our vassal has more manpower. Oh, nice. And we gained a load of taxes. Let's merge our raiders into one big raiding party and go straight for Eagle's Nest, which is, wow, 16 gold. Nice. We should get plenty of gold. If they try and fight us, we've got a lot more manpower. I'm going to swap Devon out because I believe we do have some actual raiders somewhere. Oh, Varamir, though, Forest Fighter and a Holy Warrior. They do have the same faith as us, though, so it's probably not worth doing. Winter Soldier, Forder, Logistician. That's us. Have we not got another raider anywhere? Halleck. We'll go for Halleck. Why not? Coveted literature. My lady, my Seer Harmer, approaches me with urgency. A local merchant has a copy of the Compodius book on calculation by completion and balancing, but refuses to sell it to me. If you make him see the error of his ways, I would be in your debt. I'll make sure that the book gets to you. We get learning lifestyle, which is good. We want that. This book sounds interesting. We lose 30 gold. You gain 50 learning lifestyle experience and increase our learning by 1. That sounds even better. This sounds like a you problem. How much does Harmer like us at present? Do you know what? I'd rather pay the money and get the 50 learning for ourselves and gain 1 in the learning trait. What is our learning now? 23. And it's just gone up by 1, which is very nice. Speaking of that, I want to go in our artifacts. Because we did gain this, didn't we, here? Which adds some prestige. Nice. Wow, we've got a hell of a lot of trinkets. Would be nice if we could get the Horn of Winter at some point as well. I know that you can. I now know that you can get it thanks to Emir, so it would be interesting to see what happens with that. I don't know how you get it, but we'll see. And we've got a son. Though conceived outside the bonds of marriage, my newborn son has safely made it into this world. He is born into the house of Woodsmane, and that is how he will be raised. Oh, nice. Wild Oak. That's fine. But he's robust and handsome, which is awesome. Halleck. Don't really know if I like that. A good forest. Juraman. Juraman might not Crastar. Bale. Bale is also good. But I might go for Juraman. Lots of good names. Varamir. Brog. Yeah, I'm going to go for Juraman. Juraman Woodsmane. Awesome. Awesome that he's gained some decent traits as well. Actually, I do want to go and have a look through our lands at who is... We'll do the raid first, and then I need to remember to look at who's going to be... who could be a decent... some decent wards that we can take on. Let's just raid these lands first. They should be pretty much here just for the taking. A secret exposed. My vassal chieftain Eric has accused my steward chieftain Bale of having had an affair with his lover Mole. I do not see what the fuss is about. It is not as if lust is an unnatural affliction. Doesn't really affect us then. That's fine. Respect and admiration. Considering my life's deeds, it is only natural that others should respect me. I'm convinced Magnus has also accomplished a thing or two which fills him with pride. Perhaps I should commission a small poem comparing our deeds to illustrate that we are both cut from the same cloth. That sounds pretty good to me. Sounds pretty clever. We've taken a prisoner. Awesome. You greet Hornfoot. Might be able to ransom her off then for 10 gold, which is very nice. What have we got here? 6 gold. 13 gold right up here, 15 gold. Yeah, we're going to lose manpower from it, but we can afford to lose the manpower. We may as well raid the absolute shit out of this kingdom to the north. Get as much gold as possible to return home. There we go. Managed to ransom that person as well, which is nice. The capital's here, which has no gold. It must have recently been raided. Go over to here, 15 gold. Could, I suppose, split our manpower. Probably got enough strength. Oh no, they're going to do is battle with 1,800 men, which seems a silly thing to do. But that will now mean that we can split our host, because they're not going to have much manpower to try and counter us, so it's probably a good thing. Works in our favour. Easy victory. But oh no, here comes 6,300 men. Not so good. Hopefully we'll get the defensive bonus and it'll do enough. Oh god, this could be tight. It's swaying in our favour, but not by much. It's going to be close. I think we might just have enough manpower to see it out. I say as it dwindles massively. Oh shit. Yeah, I think we're just going to see it out. Damn, that was close. Our Captain Baron got his head ripped off by a berserker. Befriend an awkward meal. After learning that Magnus would be guesting at her manor in the castle town of Hardhome, I realised that it would be the perfect occasion to meet him. When the time came, I was seated right next to Magnus for the entirety of dinner, but I found myself incapable of saying anything. Well, that sucks. Yeah, we've managed to win, thank God. Oh. Yeah, just. That was way too close. Tormund has died. I don't think he was that good anyway. Court physician knowledge increase. Nice. Enemy combatant captured. Nice. High Chieftain Helic of Drowned Forest. And Moore's Borehell. Oh, is that the actual king? No. But a decent prisoner. 50 gold. Wow. High Chieftain Helic for 100 gold. We'll ransom you. Oh, we've got a queen in these lands now. Let's head home because they will try and attack us again probably. And we've got more than enough gold now to hopefully return. We do need a new commander. Let's go for someone who... Let's go for a logician actually, just so we can move a little bit quicker. Come on, Iceow, get us home. To the prospective High Chieftain Morna, you and I should be friends, not foes. Please accept this gift in exchange for your signature on a treaty of mutual goodwill. High Chieftain Eric of the Pale Mountains. He'll pay us 30 gold for a truce. Where's the Pale Mountains? Here. Yeah, sure. Maybe when I'm a queen you might bend the knee anyway, hopefully. So. And yeah, found a new kingdom. We can now do it. Perfect. We've got enough gold. We still do have another prisoner that we can ransom, but do we wait for him to get more? No, we'll just take the 52 gold because you don't know how long it's going to take. So I'd rather just take the gold now. They could always end up more in debt, and it could take a long time to get that gold back. And we looted 64 gold as well. Awesome. Let's disband our raiders and go ahead and found our new kingdom. A realm reforged. I have done what no one else could. I have united the lands of Old Hard Woodlands with those of Old Groves and Storald's Point. All my life I have worked for this, to call my vassals and make them swear fealty anew. Now and forever they will pay homage to me, not only as their liege, but as a queen. Queen of Old Heart Woodlands. My realm will last forever. We could probably do a better name for our kingdom, to be honest, rather than the... Then again, the Old Heart Woodlands does sound pretty cool. We can hold court, which is awesome. We've got too many duchies, so we do... Yeah, we need to look into... We can pass some of those off now. We can create an accolade. So there's lots of new things that we can do. First of all, though, I do want to look for some wards. So let's have a look at our vassals. So we've got Boar Shaper. He does have a charm, but he's too young. We've got Chieftain Gavin of Oldweir. He has a son, also too young. Is that his only son, really? I do want to... We could always give this land back up here to... what's his name? He's a pinned character. Let's find... We've got a load that need to be unpinned now because they've passed away. So we'll do that quickly. Where is... Trying to remember his name. Snowborough. There we go. Can we bring him home yet? Invite to court. Yeah, he'll come back. I'm going to give him... We'll give him those lands over there so he can have his old lands back because... Well, he's a beast. It'd be a shame to lose him. Let's create an accolade then. We'll go for Devon. Create an accolade with him. Awesome. And his successor is Ygritte. Nice. Can we create another one? Not yet. That's fine. At least we've got one. Gendel Snowborough arrived at court. He has a child, only 2. So again, not old enough for us really. Let's grant him the title. What have we got? This one here and this one here. I'd rather give him Stagstall. Let's give him that. Chiefdom of Stagstall. You gain 19 trust because you're ambitious. Gendel becomes your vassal. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Glad to have him back. Oh, and Chieftess Mole, who was our friend. Who is she imprisoned by? Yeah. And their son as well. Oh, she has a other son though. Gerrick, who's impressive. Let's educate him. Send proposal. Might look, see if I've got a better crown for us, but I do quite like that crown, to be fair. It looks pretty sick. We do have this land up here, Grave Wash, that we need to give out to somebody before we move on. We've got our own son, but of course not old enough. Did we have a look at Oldweir? Yeah, he wasn't old enough. Bentbrush, 1, 0, so not old enough. Doesn't have a son. Many of these houses, why do you not have son and heirs? Who's your heir's me, which is rather frustrating. Can you not get married? Fornicator, beautiful. So you're a fornicator, but you do have a lover. So can you hurry up and get a child, please? Oh, I suppose we could go for the Chieftess Gerris. Offer guardianship. And she will accept. Take on the Lady King's Blood. There was another King's Blood somewhere, wasn't there? Or is she no longer? Doesn't look like she's any longer landed. That's 2, and then we'll probably take on another one at some point. Does Warrior Main have a... He only has a daughter. She's not old enough. That's fine. We'll keep it at that for now. Greetings, my fair liege. I would be happy for you to educate me. A noble upbringing for a noble spirit. Nice. A faction targeting you disbanded. Oh, actually, her sister is 9. Can we... she's too far away for us to interact with. Can we offer out vassalage to people now then? So like the Haunted Forest, High Chieftess. She will not accept because they are at war. So Milkwater, High Chieftain Howard of the Milkwater is at war, so we can't. I imagine ones who aren't bordering us won't accept. Tormund will not accept. That's fine. What about the Keening Ridge? Won't accept. Maybe some of them will in time. Pale Mountain will not accept. That's fine. They're a king to the north. That's fine. We'll see how things fare there. Faction created against you. Crown Loyalists though. What can we actually... What other crowns do we have? Interested to see. I do like this crown, to be fair though, with the dragon glass. That is pretty sick, to be fair. Which one actually is it? Obviously we're not going to go for one of the Targaryen ones, but I want to see what other options there are for cool beyond the wall ones. Love Stannis' crown. The Iron Stag crown's pretty sick as well, to be fair. For us, it wouldn't be the worst. Garden of War crown's pretty cool. Yeah, that crown beyond the wall, that is pretty sick with the dragon glass, to be fair. Crown of the Wall, no, not really a fan of that. Night King. Ice crown's pretty sick as well, actually, for the Winter Queen. We could always go for that one, which is pretty cool. Don't think there's many other... Cannibal crown. Bolt and Dustin. runic crown, which is also pretty sick. There's quite a few options actually for Beyond the Wall, but I think I will stick with the one that we've got for now because it is pretty cool. Just the Deep Winter Roses would be a pretty cool crown as well, to be honest. But yeah, we'll stick with the one that we've got. I do really like that Dragon Glass crown. To be fair, I think it looks really cool. Right, can we... your friend Gorn died. Gorn of Ord Halls was slain by Chieftain Varamir of Bronze Brook. House Song Warrior, but Song Warrior will carry on through his daughter, who we will try and keep an eye on. Intervene in Vassal War. Orders clash against Chieftain of Bronze Brook. Intervene in Vassal War. Let's try and end that if we can. Oh no, I don't want to actually fight in it. I just want him to... Whoopsie, didn't mean to get involved as much as that. I suppose we could take our men in though and sort that out pretty quick. She looks like she's going to win it on her own, to be honest. I completely forgot what I was about to do. Yeah, Realm Authority. Can we put it up yet? We're missing 15 prestige and then we can go to pass Absolute Tribal Authority, which is pretty sick actually. Succession. High Tribal Authority. Can we... Absolute Tribal Authority. High Petition. I don't want to go for that. I want to go for House Seniority. To do that, any title with special title succession will take precedence over your realm succession law. We can't actually do that. You have one or more powerful vassals who have a negative opinion of you, blocking all succession law changes. The forest man culture does not have the hereditary innovation. I do not have feudal or clan government, so we do need to change our laws and such at some point. So we will have to look into doing things there. Is there any new decisions now that we are a queen? Found a new empire, found a witch coven, dissolved the Night's Watch. No, there's nothing new, I don't think, at the moment. That's fine. Being raided again, which is rather annoying. We're under siege. Who is attacking us? High Chieftain Halleck of the Drowned Forest. Aren't you the guy that we took ransom? Okay, we'll raise all our hosts. And take care of that raiding host. I think hopefully we'll capture them in time before they can escape. The sacking of Restburn. With the fall of the settlement of Hagen to High Chieftain Halleck, much of Greater Restburn has been left bare to rampaging Drowned Forest looters. As there are few local fortresses of size less to oppose them, the raiders have carried off every precious item and scrap of silver they can find. Cursed the Drowned Forest dogs. Pay a weirgeld for the loss. You pay 30 gold to Chieftain Gavin. Yeah, we'll do that. Keep him on side, and we are going to slaughter their manpower hopefully now. And our second host should arrive within time. By the time the battle's going to be over, but that's fine. And awesome, we managed to recover our loot, which is perfect. We can now disband our host. New council position to fill. Let's have a look. An admiral. I thought Sharkeater was our admiral. He was, and he'll go back to being that. Right, we need to start out these high lordships. So let's actually have a look at our duchy titles. So we'll keep Old Heart Woodlands for ourselves. And then we've got Antler River and Old Groves. So, oh, what's going on here? Oh, Crastus Keep is part of Old Groves. Okay, that makes sense. So down here we've got Chieftain Bale, House Oldhorn, Chieftain Crowbane, who actually does have children, so he might be a better option, to be honest. Let's have a look. Grant title. The High Chieftain of Old Groves, which he's not... Oh, he's not actually in that. Okay. High Chieftain of Antler River. High Chieftain of Storald Point. Oh yeah, I forgot we own that as well. Old Heart Woodlands, of course, we'll keep for ourselves. So maybe we don't give it to him. But down here, we will give House Kingsblood grant titles. We will give her the High Lordship, High Chiefdom of Antler River, which takes all of this land. Now holds the High Chiefdom of Antler River. Hardhome we will give to this chieftain. It's going to be cool that we're going to have several chieftesses as well. She gets Steryl's Point, which is Hardhome. Grant titles. And that leaves this land here, and I can't decide which one I want to give it to. We do have Boar Shaper. Where was the land again? That's part of the whole Old Heart Woodlands. Okay, so it is just these down here. Maybe I do give it to Bentbrush, just because he does actually have heirs, unlike Oldhorn. So I am going to give it to Chieftain Gavin. The High Chieftain of Aldgroves. Grand title. And we still have one title to give away to somebody at some point. We now need a new steward. Shame that we've just lost that beast steward. We've got Gerrick. He's a courtier though. Chieftain Gavin of Oldweir. He's not great, to be honest. So we're going to have to go with Gerrick for now, I suppose. He'll do. Better than nothing. You can transfer High Chieftess Morna of Aldhills to High Chieftain Gavin of Aldgroves. Is that part of actually that land? If it is, then yes, I will grant that vassal to him. Keeps him in line. Hopefully keeps my vassals in line. Blood and Spit. Apparently Varamir spit in my ward Gerris's food during dinner a few nights ago. You're a whelp, Gerris screams. I don't know why she was so manly then. But you're a fiend, Varamir screams back. Gerris has been fighting with Varamir every day since... Who's a Varamir? Okay, Varamir is pretty good as well, actually. Can we take him on as our last one? Apparently Varamir spit it. Oh yes, I've read that. Gerris has been fighting with Varamir every day since not a minute goes by without her plotting some sort of petty revenge. You will have revenge in time. Gains vengeful. Gains deceitful. Gains the trait calm, but will gain stress for that. So we're going to have to go with that one. And I think I did just give you the wrong guardian. So I'm going to educate child. No. Where are we? Well, unless we've already got 2 men. Fair enough. We'll find you the best option for yourself then. Learning Osha Goreshield would be pretty good, so we'll go for her. That should hopefully calm things down within our realm. Can we end this war that's going on? We need to give away this land as well. Queen Morna of Older. We've got this title here. Who have we got that we can land there? We must have somebody. Soren Skywillow, Far Northern Old Gods, Spindly, Skilled Tactician. Probably not. A lot of sorting things out in this episode. Sharky, Harmer, Ice Owl. Kazi's covered. She's one of our captains. I don't want to lose any of our spear wives. Best diplomacy, Dalla. She's our chancellor though. Raymond Eelbone. Best intrigue, Dalla. More Redbone, Harmer. Osha Goreshield, but she's pretty sick. I don't want to lose her. Mance Woodmane, who is our friend and courting. Who can we afford to lose? I guess Oral. He does have a child. Let's give it to him. Chieftain of Graveswash. Grant title. And then we are going to have to transfer that vassalage over, aren't we? Or is that actually part of a different... Might actually be part of a different High Lordship, actually. Yes, it is. Nice. Part of the Drowned Forest. That's cool. So we get to keep him as our own vassal for now. Invited to a hunt, but we're too busy. We do have a learning perk available. Know thyself. When death of natural causes is 1 year away, you will receive a warning. We'll go for that. Which is pretty cool. So we know when we're going to... Well, is it cool or is that a bit depressing, actually? Maybe a bit of both. I'm hoping that some people might bend the knee to us now, but... A lot of them are at war, so currently I'm not interested. So hopefully we're going to just have several kings beyond the wall, kings and queens beyond the wall soon. Accursed. Bodra is silent as I pace around the horse skin totem facing his quarters. Inspecting it from every angle, he's right. It's definitely a niffing pole, a powerful curse that threatens his very life. The runes carved into its haft are indecipherable. The actual text of the curse is a bold and striking, confident in its righteousness, ending on a note that blames Bodger for his doom. We have no witnesses and no evidence save the curse pole itself. This smacks of Kyleg, perhaps Val. Howd seems likely. Worry not, I have a counter spell. We gain 76 stress, critical because you are zealous. Gains a good opinion of us. We get a weak hook and we gain prestige. We can take a bit of stress. Can actually hold court for the first time, which is interesting. Royal Court of Kingdom of Old Heart Woodlands. Looks very fancy. What have we actually got here? Inspiration Project. Soren Skywell has the adventure inspiration. He wants to go to Dragonstone. Bit random. And he wants a lot of gold for it as well, so I think that's going to be a no. Murder holes and priest holes. A pallid individual who looks as if she has spent her entire life skulking underground is lurking in the corner of my throne room. I've heard tell you might want a secret passage installed. I can craft any impure corridor your twisted heart desires. I can even add an oubliette to your bedroom for your lover to throw you into in the heat of passion. I shall enter and leave the rooms only by the front door, wench. A series of spying holes where my courtiers gather, please. I am a simple woman, a hidden escape passage will do. Or, I admit I would like to be thrown into oubliette, stark, naked. We get deviant. No. I am a simple woman, a hidden escape passage will do. Hold the door. Court grandeur, we don't really have much to... What we've got, tribal court. Can't change that at present. Court Tong common. But I wonder if we could actually change it to the old Tong. We do speak it. Very few servants. Oh, okay, we can... Bland food, maintenance no cost. The feast activities reduces less stress. Last century fashion. Okay, so we could put that up. New cost. Minute lodgings. No cost. There are occasional diplomatic incidents when guests are asked to lodge together. The court's handful of servants are exhausted meeting every guest demands. Very few servants. Can we raise that? It'll cost us a little bit more. That's as high as we can go for now. We do have quite a decent income, so can we... We'll leave the fashion, that doesn't matter. And we'll put up our lodgings as well. Will cost 1.2 gold. Yeah, that's fine. We can afford it, and we should make more income. We can make more income through raiding, so why not? Let's actually try and increase things. Won't hold court for now. I do want to see what we can do with our realm. Oh, we can now pass absolute tribal authority law, which we will do. We have enough prestige to do so. Awesome. So we might be able to change some things around now, which is nice. Succession. Do you want to go for this? But to change law, I don't have feudal or clan government, so we need to change our government style. Gender law equal, yeah, that's fine. Just to the oldest. It's going to upset people, but that's fine. We will get them back on side. Might do a pilgrimage again at some point. Should be a good way to get people back on side as well. Court positions. So we've got any new court positions that we could fill? Not really for Beyond the Wall that I massively want, to be honest. Not really anything there that fully fits with what we're doing. Is there any new activities? New? Any new decisions? I don't think so. What do you need to do? Found a witch coven then. You're a house head. at least one of these. German Woodman has the trait Witch. German Woodman has a Witch secret known by you. 4 adult members of your house are witches. Okay, interesting. That could be interesting to do something with, definitely. Just waiting for these guys to end their wars so that we can try and vassalize some more people. Unconditionally, as I lean over the map in the council chamber, a sudden creak turns my head towards the door. My ward, Garrick, appears in the hallway and walks into the room. He looks at me with an inscrutable look for a moment, then walks over to me, wrapping me in a tight hug. I look at him, a hidden tear in my eye, while my hand is stroking his hair in an effort to reciprocate the gesture. You're a good son, even though you're not our son, but it lowers our stress, so I shan't complain too much about that. Our son's in good shape, which is good. Our lover, can we go and interact with him in any way to try and have another child? I don't think we can. Mercenary company contract expiring. The contract with Fangman Band of Cape Walrus will expire. What mercenary company? I don't remember hiring any mercenaries. Could that be one of our vassals has hired some mercenaries? Because I do not remember hiring any mercenaries whatsoever. So God knows what that's to do with. We're at war as well, apparently, aren't we? Can we not just end this war? Because it's quite frustrating. Influence Ward's personality. Look, she's pensive, vengeful, ambitious. Let's see if we can do that. She's already got that. Can we try and make her zealous, or we can try and make her just? We've got a 71% chance of that happening, so we may as well go for that. Chieftain Bale Oldhorn has died, so in a duel. Was slain by Osher in a duel. Okay. Oh, he had a son, though. Just in time. Chieftain Tormund of Delwater, who is also a bastard. Influence Ward's personality. I approach my ward Garrus bearing another child's favourite. Spinning top saying, "You may have this." Why? She wonders. I don't even want it. No, why not? It's natural to covet what isn't yours, to thrill at bettering others. Why not take what you can and allow me to use my power as I wish? Don't be a tyrant, queen. It isn't right. Indeed, I smile. It is unjust. That's my girl. We gain stress, which is annoying. So I don't want us to have another mental break. An available dynasty legacy. Let's just do this first. Staring at the stars. From all my evenings watching stars, I've been seen with my own eyes what I have only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups, depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movements. My seer does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the wise ones to know. I will find my answers in the heavens. You are right. I should focus on earthly matters. Yeah, we don't really want to be getting any more stress. We're dedicated to our faith, Percy. Out of wedlock, I have agonised over it, and the signs are clear. I am with child. That's fine. I will let everyone know who the father is. Beyond all doubt, the child I am bearing may be illegitimate, but it will grow up knowing who its father is. Right, what have we got that we can go for our legacy? Pillage, customs, activities, warfare, law, guile, blood, glory, kin. Is there not? Skilled guest, cleric, approval. Yeah, the piety one's probably the best one. I think that would. Tolerance, curiosity, and profound understanding of what unite. Then again, this one's pretty good as well. Can learn one additional tongue without any penalties. Oh, I don't know which one to go for. They're all pretty. There's a couple of decent ones. The law one as well would be pretty good. I'm going to have a think about that. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Mole Boar Shaper would make for an accomplished commander. Mole Boar Shaper, who is she? She's not bad, actually. Recruit to court. A lesson in Lucra. My ward Garrus has just finished a lesson held by Harmer on the management of the treasury and the gold therein. But it seems that only the bits mentioning gold have stuck. Now she is levying small taxes from all the servants she can chase down, much to their collective annoyance. That's pretty funny. That's right, nothing's more important than gold. Emotions beget weakness, child. Suppress them. We can't afford to get more stress. So you go with what you want to go with. Just waiting for these wars to end. Right. We did want to... Who are you actually at war with? Old Halls. Okay. Well, we're against her. That's rather annoying. Can we... We're actually involved, which is rather annoying as well. My son... Oh, another son. Oh, I've already got a Joramin. Oh, okay. Handsome and Hale as well. What was the other name that I liked? Instead of Joramin, I think it was Bale, wasn't it? We'll go with Bale. Or Gendel. Gendel's good as well. Tormund. But, no, I like Bale. I'm refusing to type it in. I'd rather wait for it to come up. There we go. 2 sons. My Chancellor Dalla has worked hard to convince our neighbouring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with High Chieftain Eric is flawed, illegitimate and unfair to me. I am once again free to declare war upon him as I please, which is good. It's not something I can do at the moment because we're still in this freaking annoying war. Golden Child. One morning as I'm getting ready to face the day, my ward Garrick approaches me. Mistress Morna, we found this while exploring the northern tower yesterday. You should have it. He hands over a small tattered coin pouch. It makes a jingling sound. Much obliged. 10 gold. Thank you very much. Sweet smiles and little lies. Just like other children his age, my son and heir, Joramin, sometimes lies and tests boundaries. However, he often avoids suspicion with his sweet demeanour, and people always forgive him when he does get caught. I wonder just how much he gets away with. Gains the trait Charming. Nice. Strange noise. I arrived back at my stronghold after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 33 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not heard from Varamir, Falling Hawk, or any of my other friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impending my lazy feet, when I hear a clang and hushed whispers from down the hallway. Surprise party! What a surprise! All my nearest and dearest friends have come together to wish me well as I begin this next year of life. There is even an entire table laden with pomegranate cakes, my favourite. Here I was thinking that everyone had forgotten about me. I cannot believe that Varamir went to all the trouble of arranging this in secret. I had not a clue such a thoughtful surprise was being planned at all. My friend Falling Hawk approaches me, struggling to carry 3 beautifully wrapped packages. Ever the trickster, he says. I've 3 gifts here for the choosing. One shall be yours, but which shall it be? Take the biggest one. You receive the large gift. You gain 30% opinion of every friend. The medium gift, or good things come in small packages. Well, considering the dwarf's giving it me, we'll play a little trick on words there and go, all good things come in small packages, my friend. And we become the owner of Queen Morna's brooch. Let's have a look if we can attach that final trinket, which gives us prestige and attraction opinion. Nice. We need to get our hands on some other bits and bobs, don't we? Is this war finally going to end? Because it's infuriating and I want to try and get some more vassals. They're still at war. They're at war. They're at war. Everybody's at war. So we can't get anyone to bend the knee even if we wanted to. I think Tormund's the only one who's not. Who's just keeping very much to himself in Walrus Bay. What can we do with him? We can buy a claim, send him a gift, try and sway him. Looks like he's off somewhere now anyway. I am inspecting the barracks infirmary when a severely injured soldier is brought in. He is losing too much blood. Where is the physician? Adela is nowhere to be found. A chill runs down my spine. I might be this man's only hope. Suddenly, as if he stepped out of thin air, my friend Falling Hawk is at my side. He rolls up his sleeves and looks at me. Do we go for it? We gain... Step back. This is my patient. We gain stress. No, we'll gain the learning. You gain the loyalty hook on Gorn. What did they save him? Our patient screams and thrashes, even though free-grown men weigh him down. Every step of the way is a battle, but Falling Hawk remains calm and eventually a quiet focus settles over us. I am not sure how we managed, but in the end it seems like the soldier will live. That was an impressive feat, Morna, Falling Hawk says with a tired smile. It was an honour to serve at your side. Nice. We can't be far away from getting another learning perk, surely. Yeah, there we go. Literally, just as I said it. I have agonised over it, and the sign's like, oh wow, we've had another child with Devin. Awesome. So at least we've got plenty of heirs now. Mental resilience, time between mental breaks plus 3 years. Perfect. So we're very close now to getting that whole of body. And then we can go for these other ones. The age of the world. I have been studying the ancient religious texts and the writings of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the long night will come again in 432,000 years. By my calculations, we are less than a century away. However, my Seer Harmer urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the wise ones and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? Everyone deserves to know the truth. A reasonable point, Harmer. I should consult with more elders. Gain 100 learning lifestyle experience, which is what I want to be going for at the moment. As much of that as possible. That war's finally over, which took freaking forever. We could do a grand tour, which could be quite interesting to do now that we are a queen. Are any of these not at war? Literally all of them are at war, which is really annoying. Apart from Tormund, but we don't border him, so I'm not sure if he would not accept. Base reluctance, cultural acceptance. You are not his rightful liege. His realm is distant from, yeah, because we don't border him. That's fine. But yeah, the rest are at war, which is really frustrating. We could declare war on you, though, and try and subjugate you. You may only attempt one subjugation war. So if we get a bit more prestige, we can actually go for a subjugation war. Queen on... Wow! How has she got so much manpower? That's insane! We can't offer you vassalization either, can we? No, that's ridiculous. Yeah, are these queens up here, the Ice Lakes? Yeah, King Stiv, son of Thorin of House Shivers. So we have yet another king. Just gotta wait for these wars to end, and hopefully some of these will bend the knee. Obviously, Craster's Keep won't, because they keep to the cold god still. So they're not far off, actually. Not too far off. If we get a claim on their land or something, they might be willing to do so. But we will end this episode here, guys. We've got a lot done. So thank you all so much for watching as always, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope that you've enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below with any suggestions for the series, house names, or things that you think we should do, custom characters, anything like that. I'd love to hear it. Join the Discord server as well, where you can let me know there, and there's probably more chance of it getting picked up by us, guys. And hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.